go. There it is.
Yay!
How did I click that button twice? Alright, live stream.
Alright, and now we wait.
We don't have to. Luna and Clayton are already here.
Yep. Like clockwork. How are you doing, guys?
It's like they're like right there the whole time.
Yeah, just waiting for it.
Oh no. Alright, let's tweet that out.
Hang on, I gotta tweet this Bible verse first. There we go.
Why are you tweeting a Bible verse?
Because Countess Marie Rose tweeted it, and I need to retweet it, because that's what I do.
Yeah. Alright, what else was I putting this in? A whole bunch of Discord channels is where.
I really gotta show you how to do this ahead of time. Let me see, I'll go drop it in my server.
I also drop it in Evan's thing.
Oh my god, the pose that
that it shows as a thumbnail.
Yeah, are you seeing the thumbnail?
Yeah, it's like me going like, but with the other arm.
That is great.
Yep, it's like, yeah, I'm a cam girl.
Please don't ever call yourself that.
I think I dumped it in all the chats I usually do. Yep.
Alright, and I'll throw it up on Twitter, and we will be good to go.
Let's see. Oh, Bronny, you do all the reading.
Yep.
Oh, before we get...
I actually thought this week that you might do the reading, and I'll do the crocheting.
Alright, but you better be making something good. Can I still drink?
Sure.
Yes.
Let me see, Clayton says, how's it going?
About the same as usual.
Alrighty then.
I'm a little hungry.
Yeah, what have you eaten today?
I ate pancakes and I ate a burrito.
Yeah, that's not a whole lot. How many pancakes did you have?
3.
Oh, that is a lot of pancakes, so I can give you that much.
They're not super big pancakes.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but when I make pancakes, I make them like big and thick, and they usually have stuff inside of them, like bananas or blueberries or chocolate chips.
I would have loved to do chocolate chips, but I didn't have any chocolate chips. I think they were about this big. Yeah, about like that big. I thought you were going to pull that crap again when you said, like, I don't know, Heather, that was a lot of food. And I'm like, well, it's not enough food.
No, those are much smaller pancakes than what I make, so I totally don't blame you.
So I had 3 pancakes, and I had those 2 burritos. Those burritos were good.
Luna Amethyst says, I decided to ship myself with Applejack.
Yeah, go ahead. That's a good one. She's reliable. I would approve of that marriage.
Alrighty then. Clayton says, oh no, Bronny is moderating again. Get used to it, son. This is gonna be how it is now.
Yeah, forever.
Is it bad that I would like to see you and Bronny play a Street Rules version of Prance, Miss Blossom?
Oh, you don't want Bronny to play Prance against anyone, but if I am invoking Street Rules, it could get interesting. But
again,
first I have to figure out...
what the heck are Street Rules?
Shh, no one tell him. No one tell him. No one tell him what Street Rules are. I'm gonna pull that shit out at BronyCon whenever we do something so I can win.
Luna says, I got my hair done today.
How is it?
I guess we'll find out when she answers. Buckin says, why did the kitty have to have the cone around its head?
Oh, like I'm pretty sure you can't see. Like on her though, she had this patch of baldness right here and on her tummy, and she like bites and gnaws at herself in those areas. So we took her to the vet to get that checked out, and they put a cone on her and they took a sample from her so they could do a skin biopsy so they could see if it's anything medical. But we're thinking it's behavioral. I like the cone because she can't bite the things anymore, and maybe will be trained out of it, and the hair will grow back, and she won't have those freaking scabs anymore. So
that'll be nice. But look at her; she's all bored because she can't bite herself now. So all she does is sleep.
She's a cat. She loves to nap, and she has plenty of toys she could be playing with.
Yeah, she could, but she's not a kitten. What's that on your bed? That looks like popcorn. Is that popcorn?
Yes.
Nice. Hey, get me some popcorn.
Eat it.
Clayton says, "Hey, Heather, what do you think? Do you think that Retzko would have been better with that guy? You know who? I'm assuming he means Tadano."
Yes. We've seen it here now, so no one's spoiled.
Mm.
What I thought of Tadano, I liked Tadano. He was very fresh. I feel like their romance was very whirlwind and passionate and adventurous. It was definitely something cool, and that's why I so bought in so quickly. But at the end of the day, I see that they probably couldn't stay that way forever. Retzko has things she wants in life, and so does Tadano. They're just on two different avenues of life. It's a shame.
Buckin wants to know if you've ever tried to wear my somber crown.
I have. There's a picture of it somewhere online. She's trying to lick herself.
Let's see here. Luna
Hey.
says she just got her hair washed and trimmed a bit. And she also says, "I want to pet the kitty." And then she says, "I'ma steal your kitty."
No, she's mine.
Actually, no, she says it like, "I'ma steal your kitty."
She's my cat, though. No one understands her but me. She's got an attitude problem.
Look at her licking that cone like a doofus.
She's sort of getting some fur in there. I'm pretty sure it's taking a lot of effort. If she starts chewing, though, I gotta stop her. God, she's trying.
Tell them about how you came home from work and her cone was off.
Oh yeah, her freaking I come home from a long day of work, and I open the door and I just look down on the ground and the cone is on the floor near the front door, and I go in and I'm like, "Are you serious?" And of course I find her and I check her side, and of course her wounds are raw because she's been chewing at them again. You're not getting anything but your tail. And so I had to find her, and I tried putting it back on her, but I didn't put it back on properly. Sweetie came home and was like, "No, it goes like this." And she put it on right. She hasn't gotten it off since, probably because she knows, okay, if I take it off, they're just going to put it back on. So I'm going to have to play this smart.
You haven't given her an opportunity to try to wiggle out of it again. Because she had that thing on for a few days before, before she wiggled out of it. She wiggled out of it as soon as you were gone for a whole day.
I really hope it wasn't the whole day. She'd probably keep it on her for an extra day.
Buckin wants to know if you can give her a treat on camera.
She doesn't really take treats from your hand. Like, I'll show her a treat and she will eat the treat, but she prefers me to put it, like, in her food bowl on top of her wet food, like a little garnish or a cherry on top of her tuna sundae. That's how she likes her treats.
Interesting. I am Boots, as I was training for 3rd degree black belt today, but I ended up rolling a foot.
Girl,
Iris Prince says, "Hello, Heather and Brawny."
Hello. Oh, so
Buckin
guys,
What was that?
I was going to say, we should probably tell you what we're crocheting again, in case anyone forgot. We're crocheting a watermelon scarf. See, we start here with the green for the peel, and this pink is, if you were here, you would see this isn't actually red. This is like a hot pink, sort of, but I thought it would be good for a watermelon. And we've gotten pretty far.
That looks very red on your webcam.
It does, but seriously, like, if you were over here, in this lighting, I guess it looks red, but it's like not red. It's pink.
How does the green look then? Because to me the green looks kind of muted.
Oh no, that's a pretty gentle green.
Irish Prince says, "Hi Heather and Brawny."
Hello.
Buckin wants to know if I was a fan of Rainbow Road Trip. Very basic story, but it was very funny. I had a lot of fun watching it. Clayton says, "Brawny, you're reminding me of Salem." I assume he means Salem from
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, yeah. Let's see here. Luna says, "Dang it, knife." And then she says, "My birthday is next month."
My birthday's next week. It's coming, people. It's coming. I already got a package from somebody.
Yep, with more on the way. You should show everybody what you got when your packages all get here.
Sure, we can. The stream we do on Saturday after my birthday could be my birthday stream. We'll open up my presents.
Hey, Brian's in the chat. He says, "Hey, I'm here."
Brian, what's up? Oh my god, so many tweets. I'm gonna put my phone on silent.
Clayton says he had his wisdom teeth removed and his left cheek is swollen.
Oh man, I hate that. I had my wisdom tooth on this side removed a while ago, and it just was not the same for a few days. I would just have an ice pack on my cheek every night just to be like, you know what, just the extra security.
Hey, Luna says she's turning 18 next month.
Oh, sweet. We can say frick words in front of you soon.
Yeah, but you've got other minors in the chat still.
Damn it. Can you all grow up, please?
Buckin has a question I'm not sure I understand. He says, "Does Heather still us to buy her yarn?"
Does she still want us to buy her yarn? And I never wanted you guys to buy my yarn. I do still need the Red Heart Americana pattern of yarn, but I'll look into that another time. Don't worry about that. I have plenty of spare yarn that I'm not using. I've got to work them all into patterns somehow. This is me using some yarn that I already had to make something.
Buckin says that I should give you a song cover as a birthday present. I think I have to get good at singing first. I've come to realize that I'm not good at singing.
No one is. Your singing's decent at least. Sing me Africa.
I guess I could do that. I'd have to get an instrumental made.
Soothing.
Clayton wants to know why your hair isn't tied up today.
That's a good question. I was leaving it down because I washed my hair today and I want it to dry, and you don't want to like put it up while it's drying because then that part still stays wet. But it is kind of dry, so I could.
And then it gets damaged and then it starts falling out. That's what happened to my ponytail. Brian says, "I got Stranger Things Season 1 and Season 2 for $15 total."
Oh, cool. I don't watch Stranger Things.
It's an interesting show. I've watched a couple of episodes with him. Luna says she probably swears more than you do. I doubt that.
No, in my younger...
Y'all don't hang out with her out of stream.
But I don't know, Luna could have been like how I was at that age when I took like every opportunity. Luna, have you watched Tenacious D? If not, you should. It'll be your gospel once you do.
Let's see, would Brawny ever create an actual swear jar and give it to Heather? No, because I know darn well she's just gonna chuck it right back in my head.
And also, I'd steal all the money.
Yeah, that too. Megan McGonigal says, "Greetings, Your Highness. Just watching Hellboy 2019 online."
How is it? I've been wanting to watch that one. I love Hellboy. I love the first Hellboy, and I really enjoyed the second Hellboy. I watched that second Hellboy recently because it went more into that character I like, Abe Sapien. That's why I watched The Shape of Water, because, like, you know, Guillermo del Toro was working on it, and the creature was based off of Abe Sapien. Not a movie I'm gonna recommend Bronny watch, but I liked it. I watched it with my mom, and she liked it.
Okay, Buckin wants to know if I prefer my cutie remark or to wear and back again Buck to the Face episodes. Cutie remark was slightly easier to do than to wear and back again, but to wear and back again had a much better story. Our stream went offline for a second.
No, that'll happen. It'll go on and on.
It's still offline, hang on.
Give it a minute. It takes a bit.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Okay, we're back online. Heather, have you ever considered cosplaying Mommy Tomoe?
If I knew who that was, maybe.
You should consider cosplaying that one girl from School Rumble that you relate to so hard.
Do you mean, Tenma Skamato? Because I have.
Ah, yeah, that one.
Oh, you know what I forgot? I invited Louie to be on the stream.
I think Louie forgot about us in equal measure.
Hold on, I'll message him just in case.
I Am Boot says today was the last day of her town's street fair. She bought a nice bracelet and a cute plushie.
I love the fair. Bronny, take me to the fair.
Meet me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair.
Now get me a fried Twinkie. I want to die on the inside.
Alright. Buckin wants to know if you would do a cosplay of Agretsuko.
Maybe. I mean, it'd be something pretty simple.
Luna Amethyst wants to cosplay Jareth from Labyrinth.
That'd be interesting. Is that who David Bowie played?
I have no idea.
I have to actually watch Labyrinth.
Murdoch says, so, a lot of people want to wreck Area 51.
Yes, I was just watching something on that, like Weekly Weird News. I love all the memes that are coming out of it. Pretty sure it's not gonna happen, but...
Be funny if it did. A whole lot of people would be dead.
Yeah, that's not as great, but okay.
Where does Brawny store his Sombra cosplay when it's not in use? In a suitcase. I want to get a mannequin for it because storing it in a suitcase causes it to rust really bad, but I don't have anywhere to put the mannequin quite yet.
Also, where the hell do you buy a mannequin?
Oh, you can get them. I can get one off Amazon. I think they're like $20. Have y'all seen Troll Hunters? Asks Clayton.
I watched an episode or two. I wasn't really interested.
Megan says I missed an answer. I'm not sure which one she's referring to.
Hard to say. All we can do is continue.
Heather, have you ever heard of SCP Security Breach?
SCP Security Breach. No, is that a game or a movie or what?
Luna says I will become the fabulous man that is David Bowie.
Yes, that's what I thought.
For Heather's birthday, Brawny should send Heather a Buck to the Face t-shirt. Maybe if I can swing it, I'll get her one at BronyCon.
Yes.
Heather's got a birthday coming up, and I've spent a lot of money for it.
You're too much. I'm gonna spend a lot of money on your birthday.
You better not.
I better will.
If you do, I'll be really upset.
But then you'll say, thank you, babe. I love you very much.
Yes, I will, but I'll also be really upset. And you don't want to do that to me. You don't want to hurt me.
But this isn't hurting you. It's helping you and loving you.
But you're spending money on me.
Don't see what you're saying here. All I know
Clayton,
is
if you ask good questions, I won't skip them.
I want to know.
Anyway, what were you saying, Heather? I'm sorry I interrupted.
It's okay. I think you should just sit down there and, just accept my love. Let me cram it down your throat.
Phrasing.
Yes.
SCP Containment Breach is a game about the SCP Foundation. It contains and protects cryptids of numerous different kinds, most of which are terrifying.
I'll have to look it up. Is it fun? I like horror games too, just for reference. Scary.
Luna says, you're too humble for your own good, Brawny. Shut up. No, I'm not.
Don't you tell my daughter to shut up.
Do you just call me your daughter?
I called you to shut up.
Okay.
That'd be weird.
Got a little confused for a second there.
That's also my daughter over there. She has a lot of hair. She gets that from Brownie.
Buckin says he wants to see me create my own currency and call it Brawny Bucks. I don't think I'll do that.
Can we just
I am
get a
Boot
dollar?
says that Markiplier has played this SCP game.
Ooh, if Markiplier's played it, then I'll look it up. I'll probably watch it.
And now we got a whole lot of innuendos going on.
Yeah, it sounds like my kind of chat. Hold on, I have to burp. Excuse me.
Clayton says, oh, trust me, Heather, he has enough room for your love. Giggity. Buckin says, Heather did call you her dad before in a Buck to the Face episode.
I think I specifically
And
said,
Luna
like,
says,
you're
so Heather
not
wants
my
to
real
shove...
dad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you said, no, you're not my real dad. And then Luna says, so Heather wants to shove her love down Brawny's throat? Giggity.
Giggity. Everyone's going giggity.
Clayton asks, is Markiplier gay?
No, I think he has a girlfriend.
Megan says, be right back, going to watch Hellboy.
Oh yeah, do that.
You
Tell
could
me
have
how
done that after the stream, but yeah.
It's a free country that I do response. I'm not gonna make her stay. Girl. You don't need to.
Heather, your chat is innuendos, and Brawny's chat would be constant puns.
That's sad.
I don't make nearly enough puns.
You mostly make them here.
Well, I make them on my chat too in my streams when the opportunity arises. But half the time, what? Oh, yeah, she's really freaking out about that popcorn. Half the time, I'm on Friday Night Fights, and there's not a whole lot of room for puns there because I'm focusing on not losing. Or there's the Brony debates, which don't really lend themselves to puns very often either.
Yeah, I guess it happens more here because it's like free-form conversation. Can you make up your mind? Are you gonna jump off or not? That's what I thought. Freaking cat.
She's a goofball. You just had to go and pick the weirdest one, didn't you?
Her selfie was great. You know, on the file that Sweetie has, like, of when we got her, I swear they have the wrong picture of her. Because I'm like, she's like, no, this has to be the picture. This is the picture you fell in love with because this is the only picture they took of her. And I'm like, no, it was a closer up thing of her face, and she kind of had a sideways line. She's like, no, this is the picture. And I'm like, if you say so, but on the inside, I'm like, that's not the picture, though. I recognize that picture, and that was of a cat that looks similar to how she looked, but it wasn't her.
Well, do you regret what you got?
No, this is exactly what I asked for.
Alright, then we're all set then.
Which is why when I complain, it's mostly in jest.
Mm-hmm. Heather, how good is your microphone for recording audio?
Pretty good. It's a Yeti.
Yeah, those are about as good as they get.
Yeah. I probably
Before
don't
you
know.
start getting into the more expensive XLR microphones, but you got to know what you're doing if you're going to get those.
Yeah, I don't see why I'd get these. I mean, this works just fine for everything that I do.
Iris Prince wants to know what your cat breed is.
I don't know. I'm sure they have it on the papers, like what exactly she is. All I know is that she's a long-haired black cat. Doesn't really matter what she is.
Zodia says, hey, Heather and Brawny.
Hey, Christine, what's up? We just got out of Alcorn School, am I right?
Buckin5 wants to know how much it costs to adopt a knife.
Because Sweetie works there, it was free. And sometimes it can be free for other people too, or that are really cheap. I mean, like you buy like a cat or a puppy from like a puppy mill or store and it's like hundreds of dollars or something, like over $100 or something, but there, like, you can adopt them pretty cheap, I'd assume, at an animal shelter.
She also wants to know where is Sweetie.
She's at work.
Luna says Heather is a prettier, more talented me.
Disagree. You're younger and you have potential.
Murdoch wants to know about Candy Mountain. We don't talk about Candy Mountain.
That's where Brownie lost his first blazer.
Oh, I got it back. That's my blazer. I need it.
It's okay. If you don't have your blazer, you can just wear your special t-shirt that I got you.
Can't wear that in public.
You can wear the pirate one.
I do wear the pirate one. The pirate one is great.
Good. Now I want a picture of your OC wearing it.
It'll be tough to pull off, but I think I can do it.
Yes.
Buckin5 says you and Brawny should save all of your money and spend it all on BronyCon. Oh, I don't think you know about how I'm going to spoil this woman rotten at that vendor's hall.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. I have to add stuff to the list.
What list, and what are you adding to it?
The list of stuff, like, because I'm trying to limit myself a little bit, and I want to put on the list this potential stuff I want to get there.
Oh, okay. So what are you thinking about?
I forget that we can get organic soaps there. I hope the guy I usually buy from on Etsy is there, but I doubt it. He's had a hard time. Organic soaps. But so far I got a Twilight Sparkle pillowcase, similar to the Trixie one I've gotten, if that guy's there. A Chrysalis wall scroll, a Docky, a Thorax plush, organic soaps, and I don't know what else I'd want. Maybe a t-shirt. I'll think about it.
Let me see. Buckin5 says, remember the time my blazer was getting sold in a shop? That was a replica blazer, and I threw that man out of a window. Pristine wants to know if I've been hired to take pictures of Josh and Ari's wedding. No. They got a different photographer. But I will be there, which will be just as nice, really.
Yeah. I gotta finish putting together my outfit for that.
I gotta buy plane tickets when I get back from BronyCon. How many blazers do I own? I have the black one that I always wear, a tie-dye one, a flannel one, and bunny pajamas.
I gotta make those bunny pajamas real.
Clayton says if I drank Red Bull, I would get a horn instead of wings.
You know, if Red Bull gives you wings, that could be how I got my wings. But then how did I get my horn?
I don't know. I'm still pretty confident you took my wings.
No, I just stole your Red Bull.
How dare you?
I was thirsty. Tired.
Luna Amethyst says, if you could get me anything for my birthday, what would you get me?
Oh, man. This is hard. You know what I like to do when I'm shopping for presents? I just like to go to the mall. Or the BronyCon merch hall, or any kind of merchant hall. And just go around there and find things that would help me think of the person. That, or like, if I had time, I would think about it for a long time, the things you like, and think of what I specifically would like to get you. Because that's what I normally do, like with Bronny's presents. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. I try to remember things he said he's needed or wanted. And like, sometimes immediately when he says it, I'm like, hold on, let me get this down. Let me make sure I remember that he needs this or he wants this, so when the time comes, I can get that. And you haven't mentioned very many things you want. Maybe I'd get you the DVD of Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny so you can watch it.
I have seen that movie. It's alright.
It's the best one of the best freaking movies ever made by Jack Black. And you need to respect it. Also, can you give me a DVD of it? The one I had when I was young got scratched.
Yep, I'll get it for you.
Yes.
Pristine says when she goes to convention halls, she's always looking for keychains and badges because they're easily carried, or shirts if they have her size.
I love getting the acrylic keychains. I kind of want to learn how to do those myself. But I'm running out of places to put them. Like, I can always put them on my purses, but then I have a hard time deciding what keychain I want on what purse.
Buckin5 says he's surprised that I left up my episodes with Toon Critic.
Well,
and let me just say this: I don't let the past ruin the present. Trying to remove someone from history won't change what happened, and it'll just reduce awareness and make it more likely to happen again.
I can respect.
So that's all I'm going to say about that. Brian says that he recommends the cups and glasses that have designs etched into them.
Oh, that is one of this. I'm putting that in.
Yeah, did you see the ones he got last year?
I don't, but I remember, because they had really cool ones, and I was nervous about taking them home in fear of them getting broken. But now that I live on my own and stuff, I'm sure they'd be great. Let me put glasses on there.
He's got 2 gigantic mugs and 2 normal size. I'm trying to remember all the ones he has. He's got a Luna, Cutie Mark, a Sailor Moon, a Brayburn, and an Eevee face, if I remember everything correctly. I Am Boot says, Brawny, do you like purple? Purple is my favorite color.
You're a liar.
Well, it's up there with green. I also like green. Buckin5 wants to know if you have a backstory as to why your OC has demon eyes.
That's something that kind of just happened. Like, the artist I was working with at the time who made those, like, I said, okay, just gave me, like, a really creepy expression, and he drew me with razor-sharp teeth and red eyes, and I'm like, I like it, I'll keep it. And I kept it. And I don't actually remember if I put it into my new poses that I've drawn for myself, but I certainly will if I have it. That's a staple I kind of want to keep.
My friend and artist, Swift Yuki, came up with the idea of integrating your LED glasses into your OC, so that would be how you would express your eyes, and then your mouth would do the rest.
Oh yeah, we've done that so far with my new poses. Like, I have exclamation points, question marks. I'm sure it'll further and further develop once I get more ideas for more things. Can't wait to whip out those Chemions again.
Those do look really good on you.
Yeah.
Who got you those Chemions, babe?
You big dork.
That's right. Buckin wants to know how I came up with my name and backstory. Well, my name is actually Brawny, and my backstory is actually just mostly based on my life.
All autobiographical up in this bitch. No, I won't. Are you clawing the couch? I can hear you do it.
The cat says, Mom, I'm frustrated. There's a cone on my head and you won't take it off.
Frickin' channel your energy into something creative.
She needs to learn how to hunt.
She definitely should. We have a fly in the house I wish she would kill.
Flies are hard to catch.
I don't know. We had that one bug once and she wouldn't kill it. She just like got mad and walked away because I took her there. And I'm like, you're a cat?
Christine says, my local city has an annual Christmas showcase for vendors to sell their homemade goods. And last year I got my niece an Irish sewn doll.
That's neat. I was trying to determine with Brawny like how much I would charge for a scarf like this because I'm trying to time how long it's taking me to make it. And okay, so we do a 2-hour stream here. And then I was with a call with him the next day, and I would go to and from it, but that call was about 3 hours, so I want to say that was another 2 hours. Then I crocheted the whole time while I was playing D&D, and that's another, 3 hours, I think. 3 or 4 hours, and I'm like, that's...
You're about half done, aren't you?
Again, that's only halfway. And still, it would be like I charged, if I said I was like, okay, I want to give myself $10 an hour for how long it took me to make this thing. That's like $70 already. And I'm like, God, I get why people are...
Craftsmanship is expensive.
Yeah, but the thing is, I wouldn't want to charge that much. Because, God, I see a scarf like that at the merchant hall, like that one we saw that was really nice material and stuff, and it was like 80-something bucks. I'm like, man, I wouldn't pay that. And I freaking... Well, honestly, I don't know if
that was silk, though. That was really nice.
Yeah, and this
and
is
I
not
honestly
as nice.
Don't know how he made it.
I think he sewed it, so I don't think it took him as long. He's probably charging for material. But this is handmade, and it's just yarn, and I don't feel comfortable charging almost $80 for it, or even longer.
Silk weaving has got to be a really interesting thing because I it was all one piece, it was all perfectly seamless, but that emblem was right there, as part of the material, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Not sewn in or pressed after the fact. I have no idea how silk works.
Hard to say, but yeah. It's just I would like to charge, I don't know, feasible prices. That's why I'm hesitating even further.
Pristine says, hey Heather, they finally put an It's Sugar store in my city. I've been tempted to go in, but I need to watch my money.
Aw, It's Sugar is great. It is great candy and even cute novelties. I love that store. You can go in and just not buy anything or buy something small. It's candy. They do that thing where you can pay by the ounce or something.
Bulk.
Good stuff.
Clayton asks Heather, what did you think of the Rarity music video The Other Side? Did Brawny get charmed? I have no idea what he's referring to.
I don't know, maybe you were charmed by the music video. The song was whatever. I just like my girl Rarity doing her thing. I think Strumpet's gonna cosplay her. Gosh, Strumpet's got all the best cosplays.
Buckin wants to know what our plans are for the BronyCon rave.
I was mostly interested in seeing Violet Pony, Eurobeat Brony maybe, and your Enigma.
Yeah, we actually changed our dinner reservations today so we could go see your Enigma.
Love you, your Enigma!
He also says you might need to get a spray bottle for Knife.
I don't want to do that. Though she is a misbehaved kitty.
Murdoch says that we should watch Killer Bean. I don't know what that is.
Don't know what that one is either.
Luna says, I have no idea what con I'm going to go to next. Hey, Luna, you should go to BronyCon and come say hi to us.
Or if that's, like, too far out of your reach, why not next year you go to Everfree Northwest? Because I think we'll probably go to that one next.
Everfree Northwest has proven to be the better convention out of.
They have changed the location, though. They changed the location.
Okay, so hopefully they change it to a good location then, because gosh darn, I do not like that location they were at previously.
I think, didn't they say it was the one they were going back to? Like, the one that was better? I don't know. What the hell are you doing? You should have just seen her. She turned around and hopped up in the air and was... That was weird.
She's seeing the ghosts.
Damn it. What have I told you about the ghosts? You're supposed to ward them off, not run away. I do like that about cats. They say they protect against ghosts and aliens.
Bunkin wants to know if I have a favorite collaboration partner. I think usually DeWilstonator and I, Thespio and I, come up with the best jokes together.
And also me. I'll take your silence as confirmation.
Luna says, I cannot sing or dance as well as Jareth, but I hope I can cosplay him well.
Do so and dance like no one's looking. And sing like everyone else is deaf.
Vulcan wants to know if you're not going to see if Knife went to and messed up the couch.
It's pretty much pointless. If I can't hear it, she's obviously not doing it, though. She makes a sound. I don't know what she's doing over there. She's probably trying to eat her food.
What did you think about the music videos where the Dazzlings returned?
You know, their songs just aren't as catchy as they used to be.
Blame the writing.
It's hard to beat that first gangbuster appearance.
Do we want to see Eileen Monty perform at BronyCon? I didn't know she was performing at BronyCon this year.
I didn't see her.
She's not on the list.
I don't know. I haven't listened to her in a while.
I'm not a big fan of Eileen Monty. I think she tends to overestimate what her range actually is. But when she works within her range, she is really good. Cutie Evie2 says, hey, what's up?
Hi, Cutie Evie. We're just crocheting. I'm taking a snack break.
Murdoch says, I'm going to Wizard World next chance I get. I can cover tickets for you guys if you want to come with. Where is Wizard World? Do you mean the one at Universal here in Florida?
Pretty sure they call that, like, Hogsmeade.
Were you surprised to hear the news that BronyCon is ending?
Not too much. It was eventual, but when I heard it, I was like, oh man, that kind of lame.
Luna says, if we meet in real life, then I'll warn you that I might be shy.
That's perfectly fine. I'll probably take time to really come out of my shell, too.
Clayton wants to know if you knew that he didn't like Starlight Glimmer.
No, but she sucks.
Starlight Glimmer is amazing.
I can kick you out of this chat right now.
Yeah, but I don't think you will.
Not today. But, you know, don't tempt me.
Christine says, I finally got a job so I can start saving up for something. Disney World is #1 on my bucket list, and then the National Dog Championships, and then finally, maybe, My Little Pony convention. Okay, listen, I've been to Disney World. Brony conventions are better.
No, they don't have rides at BronyCon. I hope they bring that root beer thing back.
I don't like the rides anyway, so I'm all set.
Well, you suck. I want to go to Disney World.
Buckin wants to know if we want to do some karaoke. You want to do some karaoke with me, Heather?
Yeah, we go to a karaoke place.
Alright. I Am Boot says that she liked me and Cruiser in the Cart Before the Ponies. Thank you. Would Knife eat the popcorn?
I don't think so. She's picky.
Hmm.
She does always try to eat my tuna when I'm making some for me.
Luna Amethyst says she wants to cosplay Vinyl Scratch, Rainbow Dash, or Princess Luna.
Princess Luna.
Hmm. Clayton says, please kick Brawny out.
No.
Luna says, I like Starlight.
Luna, I won't have this in my home.
Christine says she loves karaoke.
Yeah, karaoke's fun with friends.
Iris Prince says Disney is more expensive than an MLP con. This is also true. And the people there are awful. And the rides there are awful.
Wait.
And everything is overpriced.
How is Disney World more expensive? I think it would be around the same. Like, sure, entrance fees are a bit different, but you still gotta buy food and stuff and all the same sort of things.
I don't know. I just think Brony cons are better.
Well, Brian, soon all conventions will be gone. What do we have?
And that is highly unfortunate.
Honestly, I think next year, since there won't be any summer convention, I should go visit you. And we'll go to Disney World.
Murdoch says the Wizard World is a comic convention.
Where is it?
That's a good question. I actually don't know. Did you see the new Disney Star World, the Disney World Star Wars area? As soon as I can learn how to talk again.
I have not, because I have never been to Disney World. I've only been to Disneyland.
I don't even think that area of the park, that new area of the park, is open yet. So there's something to consider.
It's got to be open sometime.
I don't know. I don't like Star Wars that much.
I'm gonna freaking buy myself that Sith kimono, and you're gonna take me to Disney World, and I'm gonna go to the Star Wars area, and I'm gonna beat everyone up.
Okay, sure.
Oh wait, I don't think Disneyland allows you to wear costumes, because then they don't want you getting confused for their actual costumed people.
But a kimono is not going to get confused for Jack Squad over at Disney, so you should be fine.
I don't know. I think it could.
Christine says, besides, I'm going to be 40 in a couple of years, and I'm a roller coaster fanatic. Disney World has been a lifelong dream, and I loved Disneyland when I went there.
Yeah, definitely go to Disney World. The clock's ticking. Life's short. Do it.
I Am Boot says, I went to Disney World for my younger brother's wish trip a few years back. Fucking 5, to answer your question, no, I do not keep blooper reels. I don't have funny bloopers.
You know, blooper reels are only funny if, like, it's an actual movie and they're bloopers, like, they messed up on set.
Yeah.
I don't find recording blooper reels very interesting.
Christine says, I want to go to Disney World while I'm still physically able to do things.
Absolutely.
Luna says she also wants to cosplay Shining Armor.
Do that. Get some actual armor.
Wizard World Comic Con is in New Orleans, which is Louisiana.
I would like to go to Louisiana.
Buckin 5 shares your desire to see you and I in a lightsaber fight.
Yeah. I want to be in a lightsaber fight with Sweetie. I want to do a video where we fight.
I'll buy you some good lightsabers and choreograph it for you.
Yay!
You two should start a lightsaber fighting club
I
over there
would,
in your
but she
town.
doesn't want.
Gosh darn it.
I'm currently okay. I am the Tucson Lightsaber Fighting Club, and it's a club of one. And I never have meetings, and I don't have anything to practice with.
Listen, all you got to do is tell people that you're a woman, and you won't know what to do with all those people.
Yeah, Brian, do you really want that?
I'll listen. If you're having fun doing your thing, I'm all good with it. If other guys start flirting with you, then I might have a problem.
Yeah, and you won't exactly be here to stop that.
I could be. Flights over there are only 7 hours long. I could hop on the next one and be there by afternoon tomorrow.
You would not be able to.
Christine says the only, well, before I get to that, Murdoch says, Louisiana is my home. I can give you a tour of our little Cajun country. What do you think about that, Heather?
That sounds cool. You know, good places to eat. I like Cajun seasoning and usually some of their food.
Cajun food tends to be too spicy for me, but I'll give it a try.
Yes, I love spicy. I really want some curry. I haven't been able to find a curry place here yet. I want some curry!
Christine says the only MLP con I went to was Nightmare Nights, and it was a letdown for me personally, so it's why I'm not 100% sure why I want to go to another Brony convention. Well, you got to pick the good ones. BronyCon is good. The Grand Brony Gala was good.
Go to a con where your friends are going.
And BronyCon's not a thing anymore either. Everfree Northwest. That's what you want.
I want to go to a con where your friends are going. That's the whole appeal. I went to BronyCon by myself and it was okay, but I wanted more friends.
Vulcan5 wants to see the Heather plushie.
I don't want to go all the way up there.
Clayton says that I'm acting like Tamaki, and I don't know what that means.
Tamaki Senpai from Oran High School Host Club.
Vulcan5 says, guys start flirting with Heather. 5 seconds later, Sombra shows up. Oh my wa, oh shinderu.
I don't like how you know how to do that.
Nani? And then people's heads start exploding.
I liked Louis' video of that best.
One of my roommates came in here the other day, and Heather and I were on Skype, and he goes, wow, Brawny has good taste, and I didn't know how to respond to that now, so I just went, boy, and he was like, I meant it as a compliment. I'm like, I know you did. I get jealous easy. I'm like, don't you look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got.
That was good.
Luna says, apparently guys have been checking me out in public, according to her parents.
My mom told me that all the time. I think she was crazy. But everyone looks at everyone.
Apparently there was a Louisiana BronyCon. I don't remember hearing about it. Must not have gone over well.
Or it been super small.
Is there anyone I want to do a Buck to the Face episode with in the future? I wanted to do one with British Ninja, but he's no longer active. And I wanted to do one with Silver Quill, but he doesn't really like collaborations anymore. Let's see here. Pristine says, Nightmare Nights, I did go with a friend, but I got left behind, so I felt very isolated and have a hard time connecting with people as it is.
No, that's unfortunate. You need a friend that's more reliable.
Buckin wants to know how the boot to the head video came about? Well, I came up with the idea, and I thought it would do really good as a parody of a moment with Dr. Wolf. So I went up to Dr. Wolf and I said, "Hey, do you want to do it?" And then I wrote a rough script as a concept, and he really liked it. So then I went up to everybody in that script, and they all really liked it, and I was very thankful that I didn't have to do any rewrites. It was the first time that a first draft of mine got to the finished product without any alterations. Christine says, "I'm actually scared of meeting people online or meeting online friends because what if the connection I have with that person online isn't the same as in real life?" It does happen.
It does happen, but I wouldn't let that hold you back. And if the connection's not there in real life, maybe you should figure that out now. You know? I've oftentimes worried about that. Like, I was wondering, like, man, is it going to be awkward meeting my real friends, my internet friends in public? And, you know, for the most part, those apprehensions were unfounded. Louie and me got along right away. He had to be one of my... Well, Greg was my first internet friend that I met in real life, and it was alright. Louie was great. I met Ronnie, I think, not long after that. And Sweetie, I'm living with Sweetie now, and we met each other online first. So I see that there's been a lot of good experiences from that. I'm dating a guy on the internet. Whoa.
Buckin5 says, "I want to see Brawny scare Heather in a prank now." I don't want to do that. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Because it could get violent.
Because I had one girlfriend before Heather, and this one time I thought it was going to be really funny to scare her as she was coming out of the bathroom. So I scare her, and she freaks out. So I try to give her a hug to comfort her, and she elbows me in the groin really gosh darn hard, which caused me to fall forward on top of her because I was considerably taller than she was, and we both freaking knocked our heads on the floor.
Yeah, so
it was funny at the time, but I learned my lesson.
Yes, let's avoid testicular damage. What is it, kitty? What?
She says, "You're not paying attention to me."
Stop smelling my trash. There's never anything in there for you.
Luna says, "I think we'd have fun if we met IRL."
Yeah.
Is Keyframe really that tall in real life? No, she's short. She's like 5 foot even.
I find that in most people's cases with their OCs are like the formation of what they'd like to be. And in Keyframe's place, she wants to be tall.
It's not that she wants to be tall, if I remember her own explanation for it correctly. It's that she feels like her personality stands out from other people when she's in a group. So she feels taller, and the tallness of her OC is a representation of that.
She wants to be tall.
All right, sure.
I just keep thinking of that one freaking scene from that 70s show where Red comes in. It's like, why is the dog on the counter? And, like, Kitty just goes, he wants to feel tall. And I want to just put Keyframe's face right there.
That'd be funny. How come Silver Quill doesn't want to do collaborations anymore?
He's done a lot in the past, and I think it's just too much work.
Yeah, it is a bit more work, especially because he like draws everybody's poses in his own style.
Yeah, that could be troublesome too.
And then people give him trouble about it sometimes as well, which is kind of cruddy.
Like
Like-
that's too much.
Yeah, like Heather. Huey almost had a collaboration with Silver Quill. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
And then while it was in production, he changed his OC from whatever it was to that green Equestria Girl Centaur thing. And he wanted Silver to redo all the poses that he was making to accommodate this. And Silver dropped it.
Yeah, that's too much. I can't.
Heather,
That thing looked terrible as hell.
Huey better not be the reason Silver Quill doesn't do collaborations anymore, because I'll suplex that man.
I'm sure Huey didn't mean any harm. I really feel like if that was the case, he would have been like, well, okay, that's fine. We don't have to do that. But I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much on that.
Alrighty then.
Huey tried to collab with everybody.
Buckin wants to know what the hardest part of having a long-time relationship is.
Long time or long distance? Because those in particular, you have to be specific.
Well, let's answer the question he wrote.
Like, so just what's the most difficult part of a long time relationship?
Yeah, like we've been dating for a while. What has become difficult about like what aspects of me do you not like dealing with in heavy doses?
I think it would mostly be the healthy stuff. God.
Yeah, you don't like that I'm a health nut?
I'm not a big fan. Like, you talking about salads and exercise does not fill me with excitement. Which is a shame. And I'm sure there's something about me that you're like, I'm gonna have to do this.
Not any that I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, just make me look like a dick.
Clayton says, I miss that 70s show. Who was your favorite character?
I liked two. I liked Hyde and Jackie, which is why I really liked it when they were together.
Hyde is good. I really relate to freaking Red Foreman. Like,
Yeah.
the older I get, the more I relate to him.
Yeah, surprisingly, I thought he was going to be super annoying to me, but, I didn't hate him as much as I thought I was going to. He was funny half the
Well,
time.
because he was the smartest person on the show.
I really liked him and Kitty together. She's a little nutty, but she's more optimistic and sweet. But he's like stiff and kind of aggressive, but he's also well-meaning and more logical about things.
That's going to be us, isn't it?
Yep. Can we not have a slutty daughter and a skinny son?
Oh my god. Well, if I discipline them properly, they won't turn out like that.
Yeah, I think Red spoiled that girl and then she became a slut.
Bunkin5 wants to know who Huey is, and so does Clayton.
He's another content creator, not specifically brony, he just got into it, but he likes a lot of cartoon stuff.
Yep. Hey, Clayton just pointed out that it's 11 o'clock or, 8 o'clock on your end, so you might want to do your stretches.
I did stop a little bit at the 30-minute mark, but yeah, probably should.
Okay, so Bunkin did clarify that he meant long-distance relationships.
Oh yeah, about that. It's really hard. You don't get to see each other really often. You don't get to go on normal dates. But, you live for the moments you are together. And you hopefully want to build toward that point where you can be together for an extended period of time and see if this is gonna be your life. I like what we have for what it is.
Luna and Clayton said nobody would want to date them.
I am tired of y'all and your low self-esteem. Okay? Love yourself. Love the crap out of yourself, and soon you'll find other people loving you.
Brian says, I just heard Brawny say that he wants to watch I'm Not Going to Fall Into That Trap. You did not hear me say that.
Kitty, gosh, you're really trying. Hey, is that Chewy?
Get that cat, Heather.
No chew. No chew. No chew.
Could
Hey
you?
Heather, do we prefer Skype or Discord for conversations?
Well, we're always on Skype because you hate Discord. Like, I really wouldn't care which. But I feel like we've had more difficulties with Discord. But then again, Skype is crap too. So in short, they're both crap.
Buckin thinks I should buy you a first-class plane ticket for BronyCon.
I already have a
Why
plane
don't you
ticket.
tell him why that's not going to happen?
Well, one, I already bought a plane ticket, and two, those are expensive.
So how long does Knife have to wear the cone for?
Another few days, but I feel like adding an extra one.
Do you remember the Cone of Shame scene from Up?
I do not. I didn't really watch Up. I know everything that happens in it, but I don't know that particular part.
Irish Prince says, I am happy being single. Besides, you have your family and friends who love you.
Friends, yes. Family could use some improvement. Well, they're trying, I guess.
Clayton says first class isn't a thing on planes anymore. Is that true?
In some places, yes. I think it just means you're closer to the front of the plane. My mom got a first class ticket when we were coming home from Seattle, and it just meant she boarded earlier and maybe got a better seat. Really doesn't mean much.
Those front of the plane seats definitely have a lot more legroom.
Well, there you go. That's all it is now. Before it was like, oh, you got like this frickin' reclining seat and you could fall asleep in there and the food was better or some crap. In my experience with flying, it's all the same thing. Like, sometimes they'll have a TV in front of your seat, but I don't know. I'm starting to go Southwest more often because they're usually cheaper. They do that we check to your bags for free thing, you know? So I'm just going to go Econo and just put some headphones on and deal with whatever.
Do you think I could do push-ups with you sitting on my back? We should try.
I really don't want to test your back.
I'm sure it would hurt, but I think I could get at least a few out.
I really would prefer you fix your back first.
Listen, Heather, whether or not my back is fixed when I attempt that, it's going to be messed up when we're done.
Oh, like, and you want me to mess it up even further?
I don't know. I don't really think it matters at this point.
Okay, can we start a Kickstarter to fix this man's spine?
Well, first we need to get me a better mattress.
Yes, fine. Get you a better mattress, then fix the spine.
I mean, Heather, we're looking at like $2,500 here, and I still don't have a whole lot of hair left on the top of my head, so we gotta fix that first.
Ronnie, no one cares about your stupid hair!
I care, Heather.
Why do you care?
Because it's a sensitive subject for me.
My God, quit being a baby. Just give up. Shave everything. Give up.
Oh my God, Heather, I gotta tell you this story. In fact, I gotta tell the whole stream this story. So I went on that work trip south, you know, for the last couple of days, right? You know about that?
Yeah.
So when I go down there, I go and I hang out with Cruiser. And we were just hanging out, driving around town, doing some stuff. He wanted to take me to this comic shop that's in his area that he really likes. So we were in there. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat again. So we're in there, and then we're hanging out, and we come out, and there's crabs everywhere. Just these crabs. There's so many of them. Like he's like, oh, there's a bunch of crabs under my car, and I'm afraid to back out like that because I heard they can pop tires. I'm not 100% sure about that, but
I really
can
don't
certainly
think they
see
could.
it. Well, I don't know. All it takes to really mess up a tire is a well-placed nail. So, you know. So I'm like, okay. So I go back into the store, and I say, hey, can we borrow your broom? So I get the broom, and I like push the crabs out from under his car, and I'm like, okay, now get in your car and back up and, you know, position yourself away from the crabs so we can drive out. And he's like, It turns out he has a phobia of crabs. The same way that I have like a phobia of spiders or fire or heights or things like that. And so he's like all nervous about getting back in his car because he thinks like they're still around his ankles or something. So me being the great and loving friend that I am, as soon as he starts getting in his car, I go, Cursor, watch out for your ankles! Oh my god!
The biggest jerk.
Jumped into orbit and cussed me out and slammed his car door and backed out. Oh my god. I was laughing so freaking hard.
You are such a jerk.
Let's see here. Buckin5 says, have either of you ever met or spoken to Dr. Wolf's wife?
I met her once.
Yeah, same here. She doesn't really talk.
Yeah, I think I met her at BabsCon a few years back. And I didn't know who she was. I looked at her. I wasn't looking up. I just saw her apron that she was wearing. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty apron you have. Where did you get it? And she goes like, oh, I found the pattern at Walmart. And then I look right next to her and Dr. Wolf's there and I realize she's holding a wolf plushie. And I'm like, oh, you're Mrs. Wolf. Dr. Wolf, hi. And nothing much came from that conversation.
What's wrong with Brawny's back?
Everything.
Christine says, the best airline I was ever on was Turkish Airlines when I traveled to Turkey once. Plenty of space and coach.
I would like to travel abroad.
Juanita says, let a man care about his hair.
Juanita, it's stupid! It's so stupid! He's like...
Clayton says, go ahead.
Clayton says what?
Clayton says, Brawny, you're bald, get over it. No, I'm not. I still got a little bit left.
Brawny, oh my god, at this point, it's literally just a couple strings.
Buckin thinks that I should wear my Sombra wig while I'm going about my daily life. The doc says, hashtag Lex Luthor.
Oh.
Iris Prince says, Brawny, you are handsome the way you are.
You are.
Luna says she wants an animation of my story.
I think that exists. I mean, it's sort of animation.
Juanita says, Jonathan says hi and that you look more white.
I'm living in Arizona now. I shouldn't look more white.
Are you spending less time outside?
I mean, I've been trying. I don't want to bring Bird to a crisp, but I expected a little bit of a mocha here.
No, you gotta spend more time outside.
I don't want to go outside. It's hot. And it was
Oh my
raining.
god, you're such a wimp.
Oh my gosh, you're such a baby about being bald.
I don't have any comebacks that aren't a low blow, so I'm just gonna let you win. Clayton says, I drew a picture of Dr. Wolf and his wife with their first puppy. Okay.
Oh, puppy.
Murdoch says, Delta Airlines is my favorite.
Delta Airlines, 'cause life is a fucking nightmare.
Swear jar?
No, it's a reference. It doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Shut up.
I can make references without cussing.
Oh, what if there's a curse in the reference? Then no one's gonna get it, and it's stupid and not funny anymore.
Luna goes, bald, bald, bald. My eyes!
I have that movie, Bronny. Let's watch the SpongeBob movie.
I've seen the SpongeBob movie and I don't want to watch it again.
Watch it again!
Fine!
Yes.
Let's see here. Has Heather seen the photos that Brawny took at Allie's wedding?
Yeah, they're nice.
Luna says, I am white as a vampire.
Yes.
Buckin5 says, do we have any funny Irish John stories? Okay, Heather, I did get permission to tell the Irish John story. Go ahead.
Yes. So we go to.
Oh wait, before you do that, let me get to the bottom of the chat as it is now. Let me see. I Am Boot says your arguments are adorable. Luna says it was a quote. Juanita says, get your ass ready. I'ma visit you in a couple weeks.
Woo! Tell me 2 weeks in advance.
Clayton says, Brawny, don't be a buzzkill. Luna says, hey, Brawny, is mayonnaise an instrument? Stop.
Horseradish is, though.
Alright, so yeah, tell the Irish John story now.
Okay. So, we were gonna head to our hotel room for the night at BronyCon last year. We were tired and whatever, and Ronnie's like, let me just say goodnight to everybody, because he's a friggin' extrovert and that's what he does. So, we do that, and we go to a room that has, like, freaking, I think it was Kichi and Wooten, and of course Irish John and maybe a couple other people, I don't remember. But they were all drinking their asses off, and Irish John was, of course, just freaking shit-faced. He's drinking, and I swear we were trying to...
$2 to the swear jar.
Shut up! I'm going to say as many curse words as I want. It's a story! Don't interrupt me. And so... he's drinking, and we're just sitting there hanging out, and he keeps restarting the same conversation with me. And, like, I say something, and he goes like, who are you again? And I'm like, I'm Heather. John, I'm Heather. And then he'll go across the room and come back. He's like, oh, who are you again? And I'm like, I'm Heather, John. And at one point, he just goes to the bathroom and just lays on the floor. And he's just next to the toilet. I don't think he actually throws up there, but he's always on the verge of it. And then Bronny goes in there and, like, sits on the floor with him, and he's just, like, you know, giving him the talk about, like, you know, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, this is why drinking isn't good, and blah, 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 blah. And I think Irish John just started, like, crap-talking himself, just like, I'm a terrible person, something, something marine, something, something, no girls. And so, it finally gets to the point, it's like, okay, where's his hotel room? And everyone's like, I don't know, he was rooming with so-and-so. So, we call up whoever the hell to pick him up in front of this hotel. And so... it takes Bronny and another guy to help Irish John into the elevator, and we're all in the elevator together, and Irish John's just looking around, and then he looks at me and he goes like, who are you again? And Bronny is so sick of this question by now, he just goes, don't worry about it. And Irish John backs up and he's like, where the fuck am I? Where are you taking me? Like, we're just a freaking snuff team. And I'm just like, hey, buddy, it's cool. No, I know I'm gonna hurt you. And then Bronny gets in front of me. He's just like, relax, relax. This is Heather. Remember my girlfriend? Remember? And he's like, oh, you got a girlfriend? And then he was happy again. And we got to the lobby. We're in the lobby, and we're trying to get him water and stuff. And then, at one point, he goes to the bathroom. For some reason, we let him go there by himself. Which boggles my mind to this very moment, why we let him do that. And so we're sitting there, and I'm kind of anxious, like, Bronny, he's been in there a little bit. He's like, I'm sure it's fine. I'm like, Bronny, maybe go check him. And he goes like, okay. And he goes to the bathroom, and he takes a while. I don't know what happened in there. I don't quite remember what you told me. But he eventually comes out with Irish John again. He might have asked who I was, like, 5 more times. Someone finally came in a taxi and picked this man up. And, you know, during the whole ordeal, it was funny as hell because Bronny just kept apologizing the whole time. He's like, babe, I'm so sorry. Heather, I'm so sorry. It's supposed to just take a minute. Heather, oh my god, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's fine. Because even in the moment, it was hilarious as hell.
So yeah, I gotta tell my side of this story now. So you got it pretty much right, but this is how the conversation kept going. He would look at you and go, who are you? And you would go, I'm Heather. And he would go, who is Heather? And you would say, oh, you know, I'm Bronny's girlfriend. And he would go, Bronny has a girlfriend? Dude, that is awesome! And he would say it just like that every single time. And that repeated itself like 10 times over the course of like getting into the elevator. And then when we get him into the elevator, and that time when he freaked out, it's because he does it again. He goes, "Who are you?" And she goes, "I'm Heather." And I said, "Okay, no, don't worry about it. We're not doing this again. You've already asked this a million times." John doesn't just like freak out a little bit. I'm holding him up. He breaks out of my grip and like pins himself against the wall. His eyes bug out of his skull and he looks back and forth and goes, "Where are we going? Who are you guys? What's going on? Y'all aren't raping me!"
I don't remember him saying that.
I remember him saying that.
I would have laughed way harder if he did.
And so he jumps out of my arms, and I like step in front of Heather, and I had my guard up, and I'm just thinking, oh crap, I'm gonna have to knock him out. Thankfully, I didn't have to. But I was like, oh man, I don't want to do this. Heather, Murdoch wants to know if you're still thinking about the stream group thing. I don't know what he's referring to.
That was a private message discussion between me and him, and the short answer is I haven't thought much of it. Don't worry about it, though.
All right. Brawny, can you picture Heather with Dr. Girlfriend's voice? Heather, can you do Dr. Girlfriend's voice?
I could do anything for you, sugar.
That's not a very good Dr. Girlfriend.
Albeit I haven't listened to her for a long time. I just know that she's a woman with a really, really deep voice, and I don't think I can... Like, as it is, I have a deep voice for a chick. I don't know how to make that even deeper.
Now look, honey, as long as you don't even bring up the benches, maybe I can get you moved up to level 8 tonight.
I wouldn't know how to do that. No, it's not possible.
Pristine asks what John's behavior was like in the morning. He did not remember what happened. In fact, recently, when I went to Ellie's wedding, he picked me up from the airport, and he asked about that story, and I had to retell it to him.
And you know, every conversation I had with him after that was still the same one, like, "Hey, John," he was like, "Oh, hey, who are you?" And I'm like, "I'm Heather." 2 times after, when he was sober. I still, to this day, don't think he knows who I am.
Is it me or does Irish John own a bunch of guns? I think he has a couple, but I'm not sure how many. He's not active duty anymore, so I don't know if they give their guns back when that's over.
Aw.
Juanita wants to see your cat.
There she is.
Good job.
She's taking a nap. Oh, wait, I woke her up. Never mind.
What does John look like when he's unmasked? He looks like a person.
If he feels fucking scarf.
Ryan wants to know, is Dr. Girlfriend and Gilbert Gottfried? You know what? That would make that character so much better if it was.
Yeah.
Emily Maloney says hi.
Hi.
So Heather, how's that scarf coming?
She's going pretty good. I think it needs to be a little bit thicker.
Yep, always make it thicker.
Thick. Bronny, make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You got it.
One peanut butter on both sides and the jelly in the middle.
That's gonna be tough, but I can do it.
No, just put peanut butter on both the breads and just smear a little jelly on one of the things on top of the peanut butter and then just smush it.
Alright. I'll give it a try.
And then a pizza.
Buckin wants to know if I've actually knocked someone out before. Yeah, I've done it a couple of times in both official and unofficial capacities. It's not pleasant. I never do it like on purpose. Well, except for the times where I have.
Is there a method to doing it on purpose?
Yeah, but it's not something you can really make happen. You get knocked out by the hits that you don't see coming. That's the easiest way to explain all of it and bring all of the nuances under one umbrella. You get knocked out by the things you don't see coming. Juanita says hi, my parents. Juanita says that her parents say hi and that they miss you.
I miss them too. I miss y'all.
Clayton asks if I can still box. I never could box. I was never very good at boxing. I was halfway decent at fencing and halfway decent at some of the other sports I did, but never really good. Pristine wants to know who the scarf is for.
I'm making it as a gift for Christmas.
Clayton, I do not know who Lunch Lady Belinda is.
I don't know who we're talking about either. It sounds familiar.
Would Brawny be insulted if I said I had not heard of some of his Buck to the Face collabs before the videos he did with them? Oh, some of the people that I've collaborated with Buckin? Yeah, no, I wouldn't be insulted. I don't know if they would, though. Juanita says, Heather, tell them the story of that time we broke your sister's ornament.
Oh yeah, because that was one of her favorite Twitter memories of me. Well, she at least put it on Twitter. We were, she'd asked to come over to our house to use our oven because hers was broken or something, because she needed to make croissants for her French class. And so she came over, made some croissants, and it was near Christmas time, and we were hanging out, and we got two of my nephew's lightsabers, and we just start freaking lightsaber dueling in the living room. And then our lightsabers hit too close to the tree, and ornament falls off and smashes on the ground. And we're just like, oh, we just both look at each other like, oh. And then I'm like, okay, put them away. And I get the broom and sweep up the ornament, and I'm like, it's okay, it's clean. Nobody will notice. And then, like, a few days later, my sister pulls the table back and sees even more of the smashed ornament. She's like, you do this? And I'm like, yeah. I had fun while doing it, so no regrets.
How could you, Heather?
It wasn't, like, a really good ornament anyway. I had fun.
Can Brawny teach Heather fencing? I've tried to once. She's got a talent for it, but she has to choose to unlock it. Because when I tried to show her the parts of the sword and give her some basic techniques, I was halfway through a sentence and she just slashed me right across the face.
But I'm bored. I want to fight now.
Okay, but where was that later that day when we went to go to the LARP battle and you chickened out?
I don't know. I thought I was playing it smart. Like, wait for him to make the first move.
No, and then I said you need to be aggressive, but even then, you weren't half as aggressive against him as you were just messing around with me.
I guess when the pressure's on, I'm just like, nah, I don't feel like it. I'm not a person that's geared for performance.
So last year at BronyCon, they were doing a LARP battle thing, and I really hope they're doing it again because
it's not a LARP battle. It was like something else. LARP is different.
Yeah. It was a. They called it a LARP, and it was like dueling. You know, they paired you off against somebody.
They called it something else. It was a better name. Something tournament. Like a beef boxing tournament.
Boffer Arena.
Boffer Arena. That's what it was.
Thank you. Yeah. So they had the Boffer Arena, and they pair you up with people randomly. And so, like I said, earlier that day, I was walking around in Sombra, and Heather kicked my butt with my own swords. And so, you know, before she goes in, I, you know, give her a rundown of some targets to hit, and I'm standing and I'm watching her, and she gets scored on in like the first, you know, 15 to 30 seconds of them just kind of batting their swords back and forth. So she gets scored on, and at this point I've had a chance to read, what the other guy is doing. So I call out, be aggressive. And she starts being aggressive, but it's still not enough, and she doesn't get a chance to score at all. So when she comes out, I said, where was all that this morning? She was like, I was nervous. I said, man, if you were as aggressive with him as you were with me this morning, you would have won.
I can't, do that at will.
I Am Boot says, Brawny, I find your moral of the story videos relaxing. Thank you. That
no one
is
compliments
what I
that
try to make
series.
for. Clayton says, I miss your nephew, Heather. Which one? She's got a couple of them.
Yeah, there's 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I think. Yeah.
And he's fine. He's back at home. I moved out.
His birthday's coming up this week, and I sent him a card. Hopefully he's getting it soon. I think the one you're talking about is Bobby, though. The one that was in Brawny's video.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do you think the friendship games would have been like if they kept the deleted scenes?
Would have been cooler, actually. I like some of the stuff better that was in the deleted scenes.
Yeah. The Sunset being homesick angle is something I would have liked to have seen explored more. Is it bad that fencing makes me think of your Princess Spike video, Brawny? No, not necessarily.
You're always putting that in front of your sentences. Is it bad? Is it stupid? Is it weird? Don't ask, just ask the questions that you need to ask, or say whatever you're thinking.
Heather, have you ever hit me in the groin?
I don't think so. At least not intentionally.
I don't think so either. Vulcan5 says you should have summoned your inner chrysalis.
What cosplay was I wearing that day?
You were in chrysalis.
Oh, okay,
because that was the day we filmed.
So apparently isn't locked through apparel.
So Buckin asks how long it takes to film a Somber Ruins video. Usually takes me about an hour to get into the costume, and then we walk around the halls, and we walk around the vendors, and we walk around the artists, and that's about it. We just hit anybody we feel like hitting on the way, and that can usually take 3 to 5 hours.
Should be back online soon.
Yep, there it goes. We're back online. And let's see here. Black Talio Lucario asks, "Hi Heather, I got a question for Brawny. Okay, who is his best pony?" Well, I don't really have a best pony. I like a lot of them pretty equally. So let's direct that question to Heather, considering it's her stream. Heather, best pony.
Me.
You're wrong.
Nope, I'm right.
But what about Rarity?
That's Unicorn.
No, that's Twilight.
She's an alicorn now. She doesn't count.
Go ahead, get angry. There's nothing you can do.
I'm gonna time travel.
I swear to God, you bring that into my house.
Don't worry, Heather. I'm gonna make everything better with time travel.
There's a mattress outside next to you. You can sleep there.
I'll do it once, but then I'll time travel to change your mind.
I don't know, if you keep time traveling, it might just piss me off more.
But how would you know I time travel if I time travel?
Probably because it'll be some stupid portal shit.
Heather, what are your thoughts on Sci-Twi?
She's okay. I don't see any problem with her. I like that she's the only one that gets shipped with anybody.
Now the stream went offline again.
Give it time.
Oh my god. Buckin wants to know if I've ever gotten in trouble with security during a Somber video.
Well, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. To answer your question, yes. But I don't like getting into it. It's not a proud point for me. Let's see here. Zodia says, I'm getting tired, and since I have to work tomorrow, I'm going to go out now. Good night, guys. Good night, Pristine. Thanks for coming on.
See you later.
Oh, goodness, Heather, my hips cracked again.
Damn it. This is why I told you gotta fix that.
It's expensive, though.
That's why it's gotta be on list of
Gotta go to
priority, though.
BronyCon.
If I had to pick between
Gotta go to BronyCon.
I'm so tired of your crap.
I gotta save up so we can get a house.
That's
I
for
need a
me
new
to save up
mattress.
for. Can you fix yourself first?
Well, no, because the order of operations goes BronyCon, house, mattress, hair, lavish gifts for you, lavish gifts for your cat,
Let me put
and
this.
then the spine.
Let me put this in a way you can understand. I don't want a broken man. I want him fixed.
Then why are you dating a broken man? You knew that I was broken when you started this.
You're broken in the body. You can easily fix this with money, and you're not saving money to do it.
I am saving money to do it. There's just a million other things in the way first.
Well, your stupid hair shouldn't be one of them. A house shouldn't be one of them. The mattress, maybe.
The mattress does play directly into the back problems.
So the mattress, sure. And I will say, don't cheap out on the mattress.
Hey, is Knife managing to get to one of her legs there?
No, it doesn't seem like it. I've been checking it out.
Right before, because keep in mind, I'm 15 seconds behind watching you on the stream, and when you had your back turned, she was like looking her hind legs.
The hind legs I'm not concerned about. Though I am kind of concerned, like I'm wondering if her hind leg could reach her little patch right here and she could do some damage, but she hasn't tried that. So maybe she doesn't like that as much as she likes her tongue and her mouth on it.
So yeah, as I was saying, the bad mattress does partially cause the back problems.
Yeah.
So if I go and I get the back fixed, and then I go and I sleep on a bad mattress, I'm gonna undo a lot of that work.
So yes, we'll get you a mattress first and then we're fixing your back. We're looking for mattresses tonight. That's what we're doing.
Mattress, more like matless.
I don't get it.
As in, we are lacking. You're right, that was a bad pun.
Yeah, particularly.
I am ashamed of myself.
Yeah, just get out. Get out. You're not even the man I used to love anymore.
Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Black Tylo Lucario wants to know, Heather, what are you eating?
Popcorn.
Clayton says Sunset is better developed than Starlight Glimmer.
Yeah. Basically.
Buckin thinks I should get a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and I think those are too expensive.
I told you we can't cheap out on the mattress. One of my business professors, Dr. Odell Moon, said when it comes to things you shouldn't cheap out on, a mattress was one of them. Don't cheap out on your mattresses. Hey, Bronny, blink. Blink really hard. Blink fast. Okay, I just needed to know that the video wasn't frozen. It's just a little slow. Bronny, are you talking? I can't hear you.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, wait, now your voice is working now.
Yep, there we go. I was breathing. And I didn't want the microphone to pick it up, so I muted. I'm a goof. Heather, how long does it take to put your full chrysalis costume on?
About as long as it would take to put on any other clothes. It's nothing too eccentric. It's a leather jacket and a shirt and jeans and boots and some wings. I mean, the wig takes a minute, but I put on the wig last because, like, come on, it'd be more difficult to put clothes on over a wig. So I put on the bald cap, and I'll do my makeup first, and then the wig. So I guess that process would probably take the longest. I don't think I have too intricate of, like, makeup designs, though. I'll put, like, a two-tone eyeshadow and maybe put some winged eyeliner and some mascara, some black lipstick, maybe cover up some blemishes, and we're done there.
I think what I'm going to do at BronyCon is I'm going to try to put the cuirass on and then the wig and crown because everything else can go around. It can go on around that.
Why though?
Because I'm always reaching through pauldrons and gauntlets and everything else to put the crown on and the wig, and it becomes more difficult to adjust and to get on right. So I'm going to try to do it first or earlier and see if it makes a difference.
What day are we doing Somber and Chrysalis?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking Saturday, but maybe Friday. I don't know. I'll know once the schedule comes out.
You're taking their time with that.
Well, if they said they're going to release it 2 weeks before the convention, that would be the 18th, which is going to be this Thursday.
The day before my birthday.
Yeah, it's like BronyCon's giving you a birthday present.
What would be cool is if they approved a panel that I want to happen.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Which panel did you want again? Alright. I Am Boot says that we're both goof nuggets.
See, Bronny, look, you made that a word. Are you proud of yourself?
Yes. Now all I need is for Cracker Muffin to take.
Seeing as that's your Pokemon Go name, it might work.
I've been saying Cracker Muffin for forever. I don't even know why I say it. It's just like a great non-curse.
So dumb! I thought it was due to white people.
Buckin5 says, Brawny, how many people recognize you while you're running around as King Sombra? So the first few times I was Sombra, it was like I would disappear. And everybody thinks the Sombra costume is really cool, But like the second time I wore it, which was at Everfree Northwest in 2014, I think, they I was on staff as the photographer as well, and I just took a day off to walk around to Sombra. And after it, everybody on staff was coming up to me and say, "Hey, you were the photographer. Did you get a picture of that metal King Sombra costume that was walking around?" And I made a joke, and I said, "No, it was like that guy was behind the camera the whole time. No matter where I went, they didn't get it." So people do recognize me when I'm in Sombra. But since I started making those videos, now people know that that is Sombra. That is me in that costume.
You're not Sombra. The jig's up.
Clayton says makeup can fix anything, but remember, the real beauty lies within. Unless you're me, I'm a pretty terrible person.
Makeup's just to, accentuate what's already there. I mean, I think there's something about smearing makeup on a pig. I mean, it was like, you could put lipstick on a pig, but, you can't make it into a lady or something. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, makeup's good, though. I like it on Chrysalis, because she kind of has that something going on with her eyelids that I think is almost like eyeshadow. It's part of the cosplay thing, really.
Vulcan wants me to film myself singing Happy Birthday to You. Didn't I sing Happy Birthday to You last year?
Yes.
Left you a voicemail, didn't I?
Yeah, you do that to everyone on every year.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I do.
Did you sing to Louis?
No, I didn't. I never got a chance to. I got him a present, though.
Do you even love him anymore?
Black Talio says, Heather and Brawny, I'm heading out. Hope to see you two in the next live stream. Bye. See you later.
Why? It'll be my birthday stream.
Luna says, we're all goof nuggets.
We. It's like I am Goof Nugget. No, we are Goof Nugget.
Heather, you're beautiful.
Who said that?
I did. At the request of Clayton.
Why, though?
Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, it won't.
I'm not wrong.
But why, though?
Because you're gorgeous. You are the most beautiful woman in the world. I thought I'd beaten this into you by now.
Nope.
Gosh darn it, what do I have to do to beat it into you?
Oh.
Well, that's a problem. Means I got work to do still.
I mean, in general, I just have a high opinion of myself, but I'm like...
Oh no, Brawny's getting sweepy. And we only have 10 minutes left of the stream, guys. Last 10 minutes, so if you have any comments, questions, topics, or concerns, say them now or forever hold your silence until the next stream.
Buckin says, now I want to see Brawny and Heather kiss while in cosplay. Oh my gosh. Heather, why don't you tell them the story about the time you did that and I almost left the room like that?
So see, there's a problem with Queen Chrysalis. She wears black lipstick and she doesn't always keep it to herself. So it was me and Brawny got together at Everfree Northwest, and I was hanging out with him. I was in my full Chrysalis cosplay, but he was mostly just in streetwear. And we were just laying on his bed. His other roommates were there. And as we're getting up, I'm like, oh, Brawny, you have something on your face, though. And I kiss him 3 times on both cheeks and then on his forehead. And I'm like, by the way, yeah, you got stuff right there. And he just didn't understand what I told him. So he got up, goes to the Wilsonator and has like a full conversation with him for like 10 minutes. And he tries to walk out the door, and Will goes like, before you go, maybe you wanna get that off your face? And he's just like, what? Looks in the mirror and is like, oh, you almost let me walk out like that? I'm like, I told you. Oh yeah, and I think another time he was in his somber gear, and I did kiss him, but it was during like filming, and Justin had to point it out. He's like, Heather, could you just wipe your lipstick off his lips a little? It's just, it shows and it's distracting. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got it.
Luna wants to know when you decided to adopt her.
To adopt Luna or Knife?
Luna.
Oh, Luna, I decided to when I realized you were just a young me. Which, I don't know, was while we were doing these streams. How long have we been doing these streams for?
It's been almost a year.
Oh my god, did I pass my anniversary already?
I have no idea. We'll have to check your channel's history.
I should probably, like, do something about that or something.
Buckin5 says, Friendship is Magic, wasted Sombra's return.
I don't know, it was a cool episode. I mean, I do wish Sombra could have stayed. Like, maybe he, like, resurrects him again. It's like, did you learn your lesson, idiot? And he's like, fine. Sombra was cool.
Luna says, you'll never convince me that I'm aesthetically pleasing.
Alright, she's got the same problem I do. Bronny, it's time to beat it into her.
I'll let you handle that.
Leave me to raise all the children.
Buckin also wants to know, how long did it take you to find the right kitty to adopt?
I'd been looking at kitties on their online directory for a while, and there was a few I liked. They were fluffy, they were cool. One of them got adopted before I could, and one of them had a cool name, Mystic Fire, but she was blind, and I'm like, man, with the cat box we have, that you kind of have to go into it and know where you're going, and be able to see to use it, it might not have been the best option for us. But then I saw her face online. She had the perfect headshot. It was just like a sideways glance, like, ugh, I'm too good for you. And she was so fluffy. And I'm like, sweetie, that's the one. And I pointed at her picture. She's like, okay, we'll go meet her. And she showed me around that entire animal shelter, and we finally get to the cats. And I'm looking at all of them, and I see her picture next to her cage. I'm like, sweetie, it's her! And so and she's like, okay, let's find a person who can introduce you to her, because, you know, I can't open the cage myself. And so a person comes, and he's like, oh, yeah, that cat, she's a difficult one. Hey, and she goes to the cat and goes like, hey, are you gonna be difficult today? And freaking Knife just hisses at her, and she's just like, okay, let me go find another staff member that's willing to deal with this. And so I was getting a little like, oh no, what if she doesn't like me? And so another staff member comes, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna open it a bit, and you slide right in there, see if you can get to know her. And I'm like, okay. And I do, and I slowly just try to pet her like this and stuff, and before I know it, freaking Knife just butts her head into my hand, and it's just like, no, pet my head, human. And I'm like, okay, and I pet it, and she's purring, and she's letting me pet her, and she's moving around a little bit, but she's letting me pet her, and she's not doing anything mean. And like, Sweetie's like, yep, she chose you, let's go adopt her. And Sweetie dealt with all the paperwork and stuff, and I just waited for them to come back. And I got to take her home, and I had her in her pet stroller for a while around PetSmart. We got a collar on her, and she lived with us and was a little cranky kitty for the longest time, and now, look at her now. She has a collar.
She became significantly less cranky whenever A, you opened a can of tuna, or B, the air conditioner was working.
Yeah, so you know, it's conditional. She loves the fuck out of bed.
Yeah. I Am Boot says, I want to make you guys cake. Please do, I would love that.
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake, yes. But Heather, I want carrot cake.
Do you even love me?
I do, it's just that you're very easy to mess with.
And then I bring it to like the highest stake, like, do you even love me anymore? Is this even real? Like, should I leave now? This is a very important thing to me.
It's just a portent of things to come. The trolling will never cease.
Do you even love me anymore?
I've always loved you, and I will always love you.
Is this just a game? Do you think? Am I
Don't you
joking?
give me that crap.
No, he's just using me, guys. Using me for trolling. That's all he wants.
That's
Men
right,
only want
Heather.
one
I only
thing.
loved you for your money.
Men only want one thing, and it's freaking disgusting.
Was the vet bill for the cone expensive?
Not the cone itself. The skin biopsy, that was a bit much. But we got to, she said this was the more cost-efficient pet clinic around, so I guess we got our best price for that.
Let's see here. How long will Knife wear the cone?
Well, I think we said this earlier when we got it. They said, okay, about a week. And in a couple days, she should be able to take it off, like, honestly, like on Monday. But I'm thinking, I'm going to ask Sweetie if we could just keep it on her, like, a day longer, because she did take it off that one time. And I'm like, let's just, keep it on a little bit longer.
Let's see here. I am Boot. Don't really ask us about carrot cake. I was joking. I'm not even really a fan of carrot cake. Let's see here. Murdoch says, Heather, since we're fandom siblings, does that make Luna my niece?
Yes.
Luna says, you two are cuties. Buckin wants to know if either of us know any foreign languages.
I took 3 years of high school Spanish, but it's still not very good. Like, I'm good at reading and writing Spanish, but conversationally, it's not on par. I'd say, though, if I went to Spain or something, I wouldn't be in too bad a shape. I've been trying to refresh myself on, like, Duolingo, and, I think it's good so I can keep myself on my toes and know how to ask for things like, where is the hotel, where's the bathroom, how to order food. I know the basics of what could get me by. I don't think I could, work and live in Spain, but it's good enough, I guess is what I want to say. And I'm trying to pick up Japanese, so when I finally am settled in my life and want to travel, I can go to Japan and be able to do basically the same things. That's as far as I really, really want to be in a language. Like, I would love to be so fluent in it, but, if I can only get so good, I want to be good enough where if I traveled there, I could ask for things without any trouble. And, be polite.
Back when I had a lot of exposure to the Japanese language, through family, through fencing, and through I had a few Japanese friends, and I had a lot of friends that loved to watch anime. So between the ages of 17 to 21, I had a ton of exposure to the Japanese language, and I developed a comprehension of it, like a rudimentary, very basic comprehension of it. So if people around me were talking in Japanese, I was able to catch words, sometimes even full sentences, and figure out what people were talking about, sometimes what they were saying. But I never developed the ability to speak it back. I have since lost this ability because I haven't used it.
I would just go on Duolingo and we can refresh ourselves on just the small parts of Japanese, and we both kind of know some stuff. I would definitely recommend us going outside of that, picking up books and maybe looking up some YouTube tutorials and stuff. I think we could do it though.
To learn Spanish, once you get the basic vocabulary down, you should really find as many friends as you have that speak Spanish and have them talk to you in Spanish, but face to face.
I left them all in California. I could try it a bit, see how it goes with Juanita or Isabel, but it's kind of difficult. There are moments at work where people come speaking Spanish and I'll understand bits of it, and they'll ask me, do you speak Spanish? I'm like, oh, yo hablo español muy mal, pero...
well, Clayton says he speaks Spanish.
Cool.
And we're out of time.
Oh man, I even missed the 5-minute mark. All right, guys. I've had a great time this stream. I feel like we covered a lot of interesting topics. We got a lot of cat stuff going on. So, thank you for stopping by, and I can't wait till the next one. It'll be the day after my birthday, so remember to wish me birthdays on Twitter. And I'm Heather Blossom. I'll see you in the next one.